Hi, y'all. My name is Megan Slate. We're going to dive in and talk about ingredients and chemicals that are used in personal care and cosmetics. And I want to give you and empower you with some tools and some strategies as you look at your personal care products so that you can implement those and make sure that you're using clean ingredients in your home and why. We're going to talk about why that's important. Okay, so personal care and cosmetics are one of the least regulated categories of consumer products in the United States. Women on average use 12 personal care products per day, which is about 168 different ingredients, chemical ingredients. Men are approximately 6 personal care products, which is about 85 different chemical ingredients. If you look at the European Union, they have actually banned, they have tested, researched, looked at ingredients, and they have banned 1,600 from their consumer base. If you look at the United States in comparison, out of 10,000 chemicals that have been introduced to the marketplace for personal care and cosmetics, we have banned 11. What? Okay, let's talk more about this because this was really eye-opening to me. Since 2009, 595 cosmetic manufacturers have reported using 88 chemicals, so 88 chemical ingredients in more than 73,000 products that have been linked, y'all, to cancer, birth defects, or reproductive harm. I did not know this. I always assumed that what's on a shelf is safe. And unfortunately, that is just not true. So I also think this is really interesting. You guys can see this on the screen, but chemicals used in personal care, this is really interesting to think about. They're absorbed directly into your bloodstream. What's on your skin can get into your bloodstream in approximately under a minute or less. Now, think about this. When you eat food that might have toxins inside or synthetic dyes, things like that, your body, your liver detoxes for you. It's amazing. Your body is absolutely amazing. Now, here's the deal. When you put something on your skin doesn't necessarily have a filter for toxic ingredients, right? So what you put on your skin directly impacts your health and goes directly into your bloodstream. That's huge. So the FDA, when you think about this, like the impact of what we put on our skin and how important it is, right? Especially for children, young children, babies, right? They carry a toxic burden a little bit differently than an adult because they're so small. Think about this. The FDA, when you research this and learn about this, it's absolutely shocking. They have no requirement for companies to register personal care products, to provide the FDA with ingredient statements, to report adverse effects to the FDA. They don't have to provide the FDA with safety records at all. There are no requirements from the FDA for companies that produce cosmetics or personal care and put it on a shelf. I did not know that. I want to talk about this too. The FDA does actually not have the power to suspend registration or provide order recalls for personal care products, even when they pose a health threat. So a serious adverse health consequence or death? I mean, what? Is this shocking you? They don't have the power to suspend the registration. So if there is a toxic ingredient and it has been researched and proven to be carcinogenic, the FDA has no power to remove that product from a shelf. No power, none. I did not know this, y'all. Now, here's the deal. 2/3 of consumers believe that chemicals in cosmetics are already reviewed by the FDA, right? So this was a poll that was done, and I would agree with it. I assume that if a product is on a shelf, that it would be considered safe, right? And unfortunately, that is not true in the United States. So I want to empower you as a consumer. So let's look at this piece right here, 12 ingredients to avoid. I'm just going to read them for you. BHA, BHT, coal tar dyes, formaldehyde, parabens. Parabens I'm really passionate about. There are, I think, 5 different parabens, ethyl paraben, paraparaben. They might be in a lot of your older products. When I switched to clean skincare, my parabens were in everything that I owned, everything. I threw away almost every personal care product that I had because it had parabens inside. And when you research parabens, you find that they sort of, it's like a synthetic version of estrogen in a sense. It's a preservative, and it almost talks to your body like it's estrogen. So it's like fake estrogen. Your body is getting this input that it has more estrogen than it actually does. And if you know anything about endocrine systems, hormones, you know that this is not a good idea, right? Your body as a woman does not need extra estrogen. Often when our estrogen is high is when we experience problems, symptoms, etc. So parabens are a big one to avoid. Huge, huge, huge. Synthetic fragrance. Fragrance can be a hider word. It depends on the company and their strategies, their values. Often, let me see if I can make this bigger. Hey, look at that. Okay. Often synthetic fragrance can be the place where companies can put ingredients that they don't want to put on the label, right? So you want to know that the company that you're purchasing from cares about that and that they're not trying to mislead you or hiding things and slipping things into the word fragrance, if at all possible. Sulfates is another one to avoid. Triclosan, that's in a lot of older products. It was banned in the last several years. So that's huge, wonderful. That's another endocrine disrupting chemical. You want to avoid that. Talc. I'm not an expert on this, but talc, when you learn about talc, apparently when it's mined, it's very, very difficult to separate talc from asbestos. What? This has been found in a lot of children's products, skincare products, beauty products. So talc is one that I just feel conviction about that I'm not going to use it in my products. I had purchased products that had talc inside and I threw them away, even after spending money on them because I was like, this is not worth it. I do not want talc in my personal care products. So that's a big, big, big one I recommend that you look for talc and avoid it in your personal care products whenever possible. Phthalates is another one that's usually connected to the fragrance. That's a lot of the times where those will be hidden. Oxybenzone, dimethicone, and then DEA is another one to avoid. So I want to empower you to know what to watch for in your personal care products. Now, I want to tell you this, at Norwex, we have a no-no list, and that means that we are never going to put specific ingredients, chemical ingredients into our products. And our list is 2,700 ingredients that are banned from our development process. I love this about Norwex. I'm proud of that aggressive list. I'm happy that this is a part of our strategy as a company to offer products that have been looked at, that have been assessed for safety, and that we have clean skincare and personal care products to offer to the world. I love that about Norwex, and I just wanted to make sure that you guys know that is an option for you. As you're looking for safe products, I highly recommend our Norwex skincare line to you. It is clean. It is healing. It is hydrating. I highly, highly recommend that you dive in and give it a try and see what it can do for your skin and for your routine and your rhythm. As you feel a clean product on your skin, I want you to experience that so that you know with confidence that you have a clean skincare line that you're using in your rhythms and in your routines, however old you are. In your life. All right, y'all. I hope this was empowering to you. I hope you all have a great day. Thanks for hanging out with me and learning more. Bye.